crime and there's evidence and probable cause, and the federal government or any investigating agency gets a warrant from a judge to seize your cell phone records, there's nothing you can do about that.
It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 to noon. Catch it live on YouTube or tune in to 1017 The Truth.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. You think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock right down. And by lock right now, I mean we're staying in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out of our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the lines, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Wavy boy, go crazy.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. Stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? How y'all doing in the chat? Salute to everybody joining the show today. We got another powerful conversation for you. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Who we got in the chat? We got SC, Kawanda, Willie. How you doing, Willie? I see you in the chat. Motor Elephant. Not really a city girl in the chat. Sir Chance. SC. Hey, look, salute to everybody joining the show out there in Radio Land. Before we get into the show, I got something that I just wanted to just throw out here because I've been seeing certain things and it just makes me raise an eyebrow. And today, I had to make a post on my page, on my social media. If you following Tory Lowe on Facebook, Tory Lowe, King on social media. It's a lot of stuff going on social media. Salute to everybody that follows me online as well, y'all. If y'all follow me online, y'all already know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, hey, I'll just kind of read something to you. And I had to make this post from the heart. It's definitely from the heart. But, when something, you see something you think you've seen it before, and you like, nah, it's 2025. And you kind of just be like, you kind of talk yourself out of it. Like, it can't be that. Well, I'm going to bring this to the airwaves today. And it's going to shape my question of the day. And the question is, I think people using crack again. I think that I'm seeing behavior that reminds me of when I was a kid and I seen people that was hooked on crack. Now, it's a lot of things out there, a lot of designer drugs out here right now. So I think we got away from the crack epidemic, and I think we have moved on to other ideas when it comes to drug use, like fentanyl. Fentanyl became a huge thing, opioids, things like that. But I think that I'm seeing like some crack-like behavior out here in these streets. And all right, I'm gonna ask this question. Was the crack epidemic properly addressed? That's what I'm gonna say, because I made a post about this on my page. And people started saying, Tory, people ain't stopped smoking crack. Like, when did it stop? And you know what? I couldn't answer the question. When did people stop using crack? Was it properly addressed, though? That's the thing. That's all I'm saying. Was the crack epidemic properly addressed? Now, I know that they was locking people up. I know that they started giving people 3 strikes and locking people up because the government flooded the neighborhoods with the crack. We watching the movie Snowfall now.
this is not a conspiracy theory. The government was largely behind helping the crack epidemic, putting a lot of the crack in the neighborhoods, okay? But what I'm saying is, was it properly addressed? Because I'm seeing behavior, and I'm like, is that crack? Because I'm having flashbacks. I'm having flashbacks to when I saw people act on crack in my neighborhood, and you know, people were selling it back then. I came up where everybody was drugged. It was a lot of drug dealers, a lot of hustlers. So I'm out and about in the community, and I'm like, maybe that's a pill. Maybe when they pop a pill, and sometimes when people have these pills, they're a mixture of a couple drugs inside the pill. Because I seen people that say they popped a pill, and I'm like, well, why are you sweating? They sweat, they start sweating like they on crack. Like, was it crack in the pill? Is it heroin? Is it crack? Is it a mixture of both? They started naming these pills all these different names. So now we don't think about crack anymore. Because people, you know, they doing some of everything now. But I'm thinking that in my mind, and I'm just going to throw it out there, I want to know, was the crack epidemic properly addressed, or did they just try to lock everybody up? Because when the opioid crisis came, they had people, counselors, they put up facilities, but it was a white people problem. It was a white issue. Even fentanyl. Fentanyl is a white issue. Like, white kids is dying from fentanyl. When black people, when the crack was in the hood, it wasn't nowhere you could go to get help. You know what I mean? Other than lock them up and throw away the key. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to just throw that out there. I mean, some of the activities I'm seeing is frantic, random behavior. People going in people's cars, people running up in people's houses, people stealing stuff, like they just walking into the stores, grabbing everything and walking out like the store ain't got security. You know, just what? Like that's like things, random, impulsive, crackish behavior. That's all I'm saying. What do y'all think in the chat? Somebody help me out. They definitely didn't stop using it when Whitney Houston said crack is whack. Sir Chance, this is what he said. Now, I'm on the front lines, and I'm always going to see things that y'all not going to see because y'all just trying to make it through day to day. Y'all in survival mode, some of y'all. I'm out here going into houses with the bed bugs. I'm dealing with people calling me for burglaries, murders, homicides. This is my life. This is what I do. So I'm bringing the conversation back up because I'm starting to have flashbacks from certain behaviors that is reminding me of back when I was a kid. Somebody help me out. Somebody answer the question. I got the poll. I got it in the poll. Was the crack epidemic properly addressed, or did we just move on and it wasn't properly addressed? Hey, look, when we come back, we gonna get into the show, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
So let me ask you, when the government, and again, I'm doing the air quotes, tightens the belt, who's standing underneath the belt when it snaps back?
This is The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
Don't want you to agree. Honestly, should I be transparent? I don't really care if you agree. I, like you, want to be heard.
Sundays starting at 7 on 620 WTMJ and Mondays at 6 on 1017 The Truth.
Talk to these people in terms of, how do I register for this program despite my reservations and my previous experiences of rejection?
Yes, I tell anybody and everybody that you can buy a house. It may take somebody longer than the other person depending on what your circumstances is with your credit and income and affordability, but you can purchase a house. The first step would be is to register for our program. You can come to our office, 7830 West Burleigh Street, or you can give us a call at 414-461-6330, or just go onto our website, hri-wi.org. Register for the first-time home buyer education workshop. That's going to be your first step to home ownership. During that class, you're going to learn everything that you need to know from A to Z, how to get approved for a house, how to look for a house and put an accepted offer, and how to close on a home.
We believe that self-care isn't selfish. I'm Maddie from Sweet Talks, a women-owned and operated medical spa fostering self-love and confidence. We believe that beauty is about feeling empowered from within, and it's truly a passion for our team at Sweet Talks. Your goals are our goals. Our services go beyond injectables, including facials, lasers, medical weight loss, hormone therapy, and more. There's even a cafe, complimentary to all patients. Get started today at Sweet Talks in Menominee Falls. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
Host an unforgettable outing and create special memories with your crew at a Milwaukee Bucks game. Groups of 10 or more can score ticket savings, block seating, and take part in special activities on game days. Showcase your team's talents on center court, score a high five from the pros, and more. There are great options for groups of all sizes. Start planning your ultimate Bucks basketball game day experience today at bucks.com/groups. That's bucks.com/groups.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Serious truck crash? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
.101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Question of the day: did they properly address the crack epidemic? And the only reason I'm asking this question is because I'm seeing certain things, certain wild type crack-like addiction type behavior. I'm getting calls from people saying people running in their house, people stealing stuff, like, you know, why are they standing there? You know, I remember when I was a kid and people would wake up in the morning and their car was broken into, and then somebody rummaged around the car and stole things out of the car. And, you know, we knew it was crackish behavior. You know, we knew that, oh, man, somebody must have needed a hit. You know, something they was trying to get some money or try to look for something. And, you know, they was breaking in cars and things like that. But now it's like I'm starting to see video online where people going in stores just grabbing. Why do people in the store? Why are people looking them in the eyeball, no mask on? Like, it's just random, wild type behavior. I'm talking about, and they ain't even running out the store. They is grabbing the stuff and just walking out. You know what I mean? And then they complain when they get out there at Mayfair and them police officers be beating up people out in the lot. Beating them people up, and then we want to get up there and protest because somebody tried to walk out with something or try to do something, and then, you know, Mayfair got a reputation of beating folks up in the lot, the police, the security. You know, sometimes they was wrong. And I had to address it. But like I said, what is this? What is this, Truth Nation? What we got in the chat? Josh says, or they caught up smoking one drug on the pipe and transitioned to crack. I got somebody in the talk to text, and they saying that they worked at a center. They used to manage a recovery center. They said, I'm a case manager for people in recovery in Milwaukee County. People are addicted to crack, but it's not just crack. Everything on the streets is laced with fentanyl. Yeah, I mean, we know fentanyl done creeped in. And there's a big push to stop it. federal push, everything. But crack was not properly addressed. That's what I'm saying. Did anybody put up a facility just for crack? Like, hey, if you got addicted on crack or you having issues with crack, it was at one point where they did opioids, and if you came and said it was, you had to lie and say you was on opioids if you was on crack because they wasn't going to serve you. Well, this is what one of the people came on the show and said, that, you know, they don't, if you say you're on crack, then you may not get the assistance because a lot of these facilities are based around opioids and fentanyl, stuff like that. Somebody let me know what's going on with this, because ain't no way people are doing things, you know, void of common sense. That's the only time I've seen that type of behavior is if somebody was on some type of chemical where they was out of their right mind. That's the only time I've seen this. Tory, Montana, I didn't know it stopped. This is what Big C says. 5707 says, calling me Tory, Montana. I didn't know. He said, I didn't know it stopped. So he obviously seeing people smoke the pipe. He don't know when people stop smoking the pipe. Put the pipe down. Look, I'm telling you, we gotta properly address some of these situations, because this is something that the government set up the neighborhoods to have this crack epidemic. And then they just moved on. They locked you up. First of all, they made sure that it was implemented in the neighborhood. Then they circled back and rounded everybody up and put them in prison. The war on drugs. They started it, then they went back and on the back end and profited with the prisons behind it. 7416 says Milwaukee County has seen a huge increase of adults 50 to 60. This is what 7416 is saying. The case manager. This is still the case manager. They said Milwaukee County has seen a huge increase of older adults 50 to 60 using crack. This is what is in the talk to text. This is from a case manager. The case manager goes on to say, and the local detox center, First Step, has quietly had their funding cut, and they are closing in January. The community is going to suffer greatly from this, and no one is talking about it. I was trying to stop the detox center from getting shut down. Let's get that together. I got a loud voice. I got a lot of platforms. I tried to get the word out, but he's kind of right. People kind of sat back and let that happen. I can only bring it to the light. I can do a lot of things. But some things need to group. Some things need everybody to say, if you do this, we gonna have a problem. So when they cut the detox center down, I tried to get the word out here that they was cutting the funding for the detox center. Now I'm seeing something that is so random and so crackish, and they shutting down resources. I can't tell you going into 2026 that I feel comfortable. I can't tell you I feel comfortable, Truth Nation. This is serious. This is serious. If you work in some of these facilities and you dealing with the drug area, somebody tell me what's going on with the crack. I know everybody want to add fentanyl to it. I know everybody want to add the pills, the designer pills and the designer drugs and the heroin. No, I'm specifically talking about, did they address the crack epidemic properly? Did they? Yes or no? I don't know. I don't think so. Because only thing I heard about that was lock them up and throw away the key. That was the only solution. Jail was the rehabilitation for people that was on crack. Not Really a City Girl says there are so many Schedule II drugs on the street. Crack, perks, heroin, etc. The list goes on and on. This to me is bothersome because I came up on the block. So when I see certain behavior and I start getting flashbacks and like, okay, it's triggering a, you know how you be watching movies and they get the flashback? That's what I'm seeing. We got an anonymous caller on the lines. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Blessings. What's going on?
Blessings. Well, I recently received a phone call from a classmate through Messenger. They contacted me through Messenger because they don't have my phone number. And they asked me if I could cash app them $15 to $20. They need some cigarettes and something, they said. I haven't spoken to this person, well, on the phone before ever, but I've seen them here or there, but nothing personal we ever had any contact with, just being personal. So they asked me for this $15, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I don't know you like that, so I don't do stuff like that. They said, oh, okay, sorry. Well, thank you. Have a great day. That's crack.
That's crackish.
Characteristics to me. I'm like, randomly gonna call me and ask me, and you don't even know me like that? They was going out on a list, probably asking for help to support whatever they were trying to get. You don't call nobody asking for cigarettes you don't even talk to.
And you know what? You're right, because I'm telling you, that's about the price. Like $10, $15, $20. I mean, it was always cheap, but it was highly addictive. So I don't know. You know, I got to raise an eyebrow. I'm just talking to y'all today. Because when I recognize behavior and it's consistent, I'm going to bring it to you. I know a lot of people, they not as locked in with what is going on out here on the streets. But I'm telling you, keep your eyes open as we go into 2026. And if they shut that detox center down and they know that there's a rise in this type of behavior, we in trouble. The manager right here in the talk to text, the case manager, say it's gonna be some trouble, y'all. There's trouble in the waters. Hey, look, when we come back, we had a Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
For 20 years, Capco's Kids to Kids toy drive has brought our community together, sharing the importance of giving, encouraging acts of kindness, and us kids helping other kids.
Join Capco and WTMJ for the 20th anniversary and a celebration of giving on Saturday,
December 13th at the Kasmeric Center for Human Performance in Grafton. This is more than just a toy drive. It's about community and learning how generosity can change lives across Wisconsin.
Be part of the magic.
Bring your family, bring your friends, and most importantly,
bring toys.
Because the joy of giving is the greatest gift of all.
Let's make this Christmas brighter for each child and family. Learn more at kidstokids.toydrive.com. That's kids, the number 2, kidstoydrive.com.
Ho, 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 my back.
Santa?
Ho, ho, ho,
Hello, Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Yes. Next year, how about just asking for a Pella gift card? My elves are used to designing windows from other places where they're all pretty much the same. But Pella? Ho, ho, ho. So many customizations and designs. My elves aren't qualified, so Santa has to put in some overtime. Ho,
Let me make a call. BRB.
Frighteningly fast pellet team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
Yeah, I know. Santa already lectured me. Ask for a Pella gift card.
What if you need new windows or doors, but you're on the naughty list?
Then this will definitely help. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months.
Ho, ho, ho! Visit the Pella site, and to all a good night.
PellaWI.com.
Service restrictions apply. Ends 12/31/2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. Orthodontic Experts Wisconsin believes everyone deserves a confident dream smile. We offer braces for $195 a month, subject to terms and conditions, and accept most major insurance plans like Medicaid, traditional metal braces, discrete gold braces, and invisible clear aligners. Orthodontic Experts creates personalized treatment for the whole family. With clinics in Beloit, Hills Corners, Madison, Menominee Falls, and Mount Pleasant, there's no reason to wait on your smile transformation. Call Orthodontic Experts today for your no-cost consultation. 855-720-2470.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. Packers versus Bears rivalry is back with a crucial first matchup for the NFC North. Packers sit at 8-3-1 while the Bears sit at the top of the NFC at 9-3. Kickoff is Sunday at 3:25 for Game of the Week. The Milwaukee Bucks are in a bit of a slump, but have an opportunity to turn things around against the Detroit Pistons. Tip-off tonight at 7. The Marquette Golden Eagles win a crucial game against Valpo last night, 75-72 in overtime.
40 feet away, Brown with 5. Brown with a 30-footer. He missed it. Banks off, no good. Rebound to Marquette. It's over. Nothing matters but the score.
The Golden Eagles sit at 5-4. The UWM Panthers sit at 3-5, and Badger basketball sits at 5-3. Marquette versus Madison is this Saturday at 1 p.m. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We got Nazir Spencer in studio for the Pop Culture Report.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Tory Lowe.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling, having a good week. Going by pretty fast.
Well, I don't know. It's some controversy out here.
Man.
We got controversy about the Bucks.
Listen, man. I've been a strong believer that Giannis is gonna stay. Okay, just a little backstory. Giannis had a lot of frustrations since we let Dame go and we let Chris Middleton go last year, Drew Holiday a few years ago, and a lot of that I've been told a lot of that is because he wanted Dame on the team, which is cool,
right?
But it didn't work out, right? Like all things, some things don't work out. Now the team,
it worked out for Dame.
It worked out for Dame, yeah.
Hey, he's still catching the bag from the Bucks.
Yeah, he getting paid by us and paid a little bit by the Trailblazers. It worked out for everybody, But Giannis. It
didn't work out for him.
It didn't work out for him. He want to win.
He's still in his prime.
And, we lost on Monday. And to that team, 2-win team.
We lost to Washington
Wizards. Chris Middleton's on that team now.
The Washington Wizards and Chris Middleton was over there.
Yep.
Was Chris playing?
Yeah, he's playing.
And so he was rubbing it in.
I don't know if he's rubbing it in.
Because Washington ain't doing too good.
They didn't have their best player, Alexander Sarr.
Oh, wow.
Alexander Sarr was out on Monday.
And Milwaukee had their best players on the court.
KPJ was back scoring 30. Giannis was on the court. Ryan Rollins was on the court. Bobby Portis was healthy. We was fully healthy.
And we lost to the
Wow.
We had
one
a
of the
lead.
worst teams in the league.
We had a lead in the fourth quarter, and we lost the game. And now, wake up the next morning, right? Saw a tweet. I go on Twitter in the morning, just see what's going on, and tweet say, Giannis Antetokounmpo deleted all Bucks-related stuff on his Instagram besides the NBA Cup and the NBA ring.
Everything deleted.
Everything
from the last couple years.
Yep. Everything recently.
Everything recent. It's just all gone.
All of it is gone. All the things on Twitter too. You go on his Twitter. He used to have some funny quotes about so and so, and then he'll have like some stuff about the Bucks on his Twitter. All of that is gone. Unless it's related to the championship or the NBA Cup, it is gone. So I'm sitting here like, man, I'm sweating in my bed in the morning. I'm like, man, it's early in the morning.
So I told people, Giannis' family is in Greece.
That's another thing.
Like before the season even started, Giannis' family lives in Greece now.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew right then something was up. I knew something was up. I asked a lot of people because, we work with ESPN. Right. ESPN is our sister partner right here at The Truth.
Right.
My family, we co-workers, we teammates.
Right.
So I'm asking, okay, Giannis' family is in Greece. Is that a problem? Oh, no, I said, I think it's a problem because I saw a video years ago where Giannis had got on social media and he had this bell. And when he rung the bell, that was the sign for his wife, to possibly potentially make some of these kids that he got.
Right.
Okay, so the Greek, the freak, the Greek freak. He was talking about this online.
Yes, sir.
So now you're telling me he has, this huge drive and love for his wife, and now she's in Greece and he's here by himself.
You got 4 kids now; they all gone.
But what I'm saying is, you telling me that that's not a red flag?
Oh, 100%. I don't know why people are saying it.
They said it wasn't. So I said no. That means that he's making plans, maybe to exit, and people didn't want to hear it.
Now listen. Now he went overseas to play basketball for the Euro Cup for Greece. Obviously, he loves winning for that country. He played in the Olympics last year.
He wanted to be accepted by them so bad because if you watch his movie. They treated him like trash.
Yeah, because he left.
No, I mean, it wasn't that. It was like that his family couldn't even get, acceptance.
Really?
If you watch the movie.
Yeah. I ain't seen it in a minute.
Yeah, I watched the movie. I watched both. It was 2 of them. It's like a documentary. It was like a Disney thing.
Yeah.
But I noticed that when he joined the Bucks, then his family got the privilege to get out of there.
Right.
But they were struggling there.
Right, of course, yeah.
Okay, so what I'm saying is he always, sometimes, you want that acceptance from home. A lot of cats want to be accepted in the streets. I don't know why. Streets don't really love nobody.
Right.
But a lot of people brag, oh, man, I want to help the streets. I want to take over the streets. Okay, they want that love, right? Well, he's from Greece.
Yeah.
And he wants that love, and he finally got it. That step of approval. His family are ambassadors. They love them now. They set for the rest of their life.
Yep. Now he got him a bronze medal up in the summer. And when you move your family across seas and you publicly say that you don't want to live in the United States after you retire, it's looking a little grim. Because if he leaves the Bucks, a lot of people are saying he might just retire. He might just go back over there and play for them, get a gold medal, and he'd be set.
Well, what I'm saying is that's it. That is his home.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to tell people when Black Lives Matter came, and Giannis did the protest. He led the protest because he could feel the energy. The Bucks was the first team that protested.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, imagine this not even being your home, and you're leading the charge over here, and now you get to go home and be accepted, and make efforts and be appreciated in your home soil. Giannis has no connection to modern day slavery here in America.
Right. Yeah.
He looked like us. He black, but he's not foundational black to America.
Right.
His foundation is in Greece. So I knew when he moved his family to Greece,
that was a huge statement because they big on family. You can look at the documentary. The family stick together. Blood is thicker than water. Everything They this is how they move.
I mean, you can see the dynamic in the brotherhood they have. Thanasis, Alex, all them boys on the team and still they all around here. Thanasis on the show and everything every week. So Giannis come on there all the time and support however he can. And it's always been about his brother. He got 2 roster spots for both of his brothers, Alex and Thanasis. So.
All I'm saying is they move like a family.
Oh yeah.
So when they separate, when you see that kind of a dramatic change, something is for them to switch up. They about to switch up.
Man, if you're a Bucks fan listening right now, man, I think it's time you got to get used to this. You got to get a little comfortable without Giannis eventually, because although he might be playing tonight against the Pistons, if they lose again, which is very likely because the Pistons are one of the better teams in the East, it could get ugly. It could get ugly after tonight. So you got to get a win tonight for sure.
Well, here we go. Look, let's go Bucks. I love Giannis.
Me too, man. I got the interview for the first time.
I love the Nassus.
Yeah.
I love the Antetokounmpo family. Mm-hmm. But sometimes people got to do what's best for them.
Got to do what you got to do. I understand.
And it comes a point in your career that, and he has a ring.
Got a ring.
Some people don't want. Some people don't want the multiple ring idea like Michael Jordan. I mean, but what I'm saying is, what he's doing now is his dream, and his dream is Greece.
He want to win him a gold medal.
His dream, that would mean more to him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
To win in his prime years, to win something for Greece, take them to the top.
Yep.
Then to continue a career here in the United States.
He was crying over a Euro Cup bronze medal in the summertime. Imagine if they got an Olympic gold medal. I mean, that would just mean everything to him. That's harder to get because you got to play U.S., you got to play, Serbia and all them boys over there, France, Wemby and stuff over there. But I mean, it's possible. I mean, he led them that far last year.
Right.
4th, 5th place last year in the Olympics. So
they saying that in the chat, B. Bruce said in the chat, the only way the Bucks can keep Giannis here is to start his brothers with him.
I don't know about that.
To start make his brothers all the starters. I don't know.
I don't think he cared about that.
I don't think he cares. I mean, he made hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, he
cool. Endorsements. I mean, you know what I mean?
In the city.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he has generational wealth already.
Yeah.
He don't he have a piece of the Brewers or?
Yeah, he had a piece of the Brewers right now.
Right. Yeah, he's like a minority owner in the Brewers, right? So what I'm saying
he got money coming in regardless.
All I'm saying is now the only thing that has escaped him is to bring honor and prestige to the basketball over there in Greece.
Nah, man. If he
done that, he'll greet God if he go over there and he get a gold medal.
He like Zeus over there.
Yeah, it's just over with. They'll take him and enshrine him into the gods.
Yeah. He better build a statue next to Zeus over there,
right?
Athena and stuff.
They're gonna knock that down.
Yeah,
because they got Giannis.
Yeah, they gonna have Giannis then. Giannis with a gold medal around his neck on the statue.
I'm trying to tell you.
So look, man, if you were to go do that, I mean, I understand. Like, the Olympics coming back in about 2-3 years. I mean, you got to prepare for that. You got a bunch of Euro Cups eventually. Like, you got to do what you got to do. But I really, really hope he does not leave. That'd be
ain't no place like home.
Make Milwaukee your home again, Giannis.
It is his home. He made it his home. He won. Giannis did everything. He overdid it.
Yeah, he did.
So what I'm saying is, what more do you want from me? I'm trying to tell you,
Man.
like he in his prime. He may see something overseas that's bigger than what we talking about.
Man, that gold medal is talking to him a little bit, man. He want to do something for them. I'm sure his brothers will follow him too. So the Bucks.
Well, like I said, they'll let his brothers get out.
Yeah, they'll let
get out there. They're gonna run up and down. They're gonna go wild. They're gonna run wild out there.
Yeah.
Well, look, when we come back, we're gonna have more Pop Culture Report. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
This is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, you just won $5,000!
What would would you do with $5,000?
That's sweet for a couple months.
Yes!
There you go.
That just made me happy.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Can we hold something?
Y'all holler back at y'all.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
Wisconsin winters can be tough, and so are higher energy bills. The Community Advocates Milwaukee County Energy Assistance Program is ready to help you. Eligible Milwaukee County residents can receive help with their energy bills and weatherization benefits to keep you warm and help you manage your heating and electric bills. Schedule your personal appointment at keepwarmmke.org or call 414-270-4653. For more details about locations and hours of operation, go to communityadvocates.net. This program is administered by the State of Wisconsin Department of Administration.
Are you ready for open enrollment? Now through January 15th, you can explore affordable health insurance options if you don't already have coverage through your job, Medicare, or Medicaid. The Community Health Access Program, CHAP, helps residents find affordable plans and guides you through the enrollment process, connecting you with resources to support your family. CHAP is a program of the City of Milwaukee Health Department. Learn more at milwaukee.gov/CHAP. That is milwaukee.gov/CHAP or calling 414-286-8620.
At Heart of Canal Street, for over 30 years, our hearts have been set on making a difference for children in our community. Now through December 10th, we invite you to share your heart by playing the Canal Street Bingo game at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Every time you play this special bingo game, you're helping to raise funds for children's charities in southeastern Wisconsin. Learn more at potawatomi.com/heart.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
$101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We got Nas Spencer in studio. What else is going on out here in these pop culture streets?
Tory Lowe, iHeartRadio is banning AI-generated music and AI personalities.
iHeartRadio?
Yeah, on all its stations.
So they banning. I just started making AI songs and stuff like that. What?
What kind of? I don't hear nothing. You send me
we got a
tracks?
few. Play them one. I mean, we was trying to get my intro AI.
Oh man. Oh yeah. They ain't banning that Good Karma brand.
Play the one that said I was from North Division or something. I don't know how they got the information.
Look, AI banned on iHeartRadio. Hey.
See, here we go. This is AI right here. Okay. Well, I shouldn't have told you it was AI.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Tory Lowe Show.
Okay.
It's a Tory Lowe Show.
This is AI.
Wow.
It's a Tory Lowe Show.
You hired somebody.
Really?
Yeah.
You think this is a person?
Tory Lowe Show.
You think it sounds like AI?
It's a Tory
No,
Lowe
I'm
Show.
just asking you.
Yeah,
I know it's AI because I made it.
Right. No, it sounds like a real person to me.
Oh wow.
That's probably why they banned it. Right? That's probably why they banned it.
Yeah, this is. I think that AI is going to be the future. And you can't stop it.
It's your boy
in the 414. Yeah, this is the one
fighting for justice and living my
life. And all I just put in was I want an intro.
Radio waves spreading love and truth in every way. Tory Lowe Show. We're taking it to the top.
See what I'm saying?
That's tough.
All right, so that's why they banned it.
It helped you out, though. It helped you out.
It did.
For the show, yeah.
I might just do a whole AI bumps, all my bumps AI. They know, and I ain't gonna tell nobody. Just to see what this, because you ain't gonna know unless you see it.
For iHeartRadio now they got to go and like buy actual artists and like make some intros like you just did, like with the intros and stuff. Like they gonna have to go buy some artists and be like, hey, like make a song here. You can get half the royalties or whatever. But it's gonna be like
no. See, what happened was people started learning how to get their royalties back.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
How to get their masters back. Okay, y'all want to do this? All right, we finna take away all y'all production studios. You know, I went to AI and made a beat. Like, cause you used to have to sit next to a producer.
Yeah.
It's finna be. They finna wipe all of that out.
It's gonna take a while.
No, 5 years.
5 years.
Look, let me
no
tell you.
more producers?
Okay, so check this out. People was going to YouTube getting those beats and making songs,
Of course, yeah.
and then the producer would wait till it blow up, and then they would settle out.
Yeah.
Now with this AI, you can go and tell what kind of beat you want, everything. If you really know what you're doing, and it'll generate the beat.
You think human beats can't compete with that though? Like
no, they was using synthesizers anyway.
I know. Yeah, I'm saying though. Like if I'm a human mind making music, they get the best beat you ever heard.
All right, I'll say this. Just like you, when you played that song, you thought that was a real person.
Right.
Okay, it's a lot of people that's not gonna think that hard about what they listening to.
Yeah, that's
and you can tell by the music they making now. Sometimes I'll be like, why are we even listening to this? But it got a nice beat,
right?
And it's a catchy hook, right?
Right.
Okay, this is not all rocket science. And now they got this AI out here, this AI technology that can take from all of the catalogs out here, Kanye West, anything that's on Spotify, all the beats, all the drum kits, and then make a song now.
No, you think that companies should start banning AI like this, or is it?
I think iHeart is trying to make a statement, but I think they're gonna fold.
They got to. I feel like.
I believe that they just trying to make a statement because artists are complaining. Because you won't even have an industry now. Like, because they about to wipe out what we know as music now. And I'm going to tell you right now, it was an artist, Beanie Siegel, that was with The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Beans.
Yeah, Beans, yeah.
He lost his voice tone.
Okay.
So now he's going back to his original voice when he was in his prime through AI. He's rapping, but they're running it through AI so he can sound like his old self, which was his prime self. So think about it. Now, if rappers can go back to their prime flow through AI, Lil Wayne might make a comeback.
Imagine Wayne come back, make a cool AI album sounding like 2008 Wayne. Oh, man, that'd be dope. I mean...
I'm just saying, this is what's finna happen.
Another thing is AI, too. Joe Rogan wonders if AI could return as Jesus.
AI? Like out the sky? No, AI can't come out the sky. It's got to come through the computer.
You got to tell Joe Rogan that. I think he got
Well, hey, Joe Rogan was, he's trying to cause controversy.
Yeah, he like AI. He like the spark of AI.
But Jesus is something you have to believe in, right?
Right, yeah. You got to believe in Jesus.
Okay, they tell you got to believe in Jesus. First thing, you don't see him. He ain't never sat down at your table.
Yeah.
But he's able. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
And they say he's able.
Yeah.
But I can see how the iPad generation can be duped into something like that.
like a video online of.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how people that from these younger children about 20 years from now, and we all gone. A lot of the people that was around before AI, was around before iPads, was around before iPhones and stuff like that. We not gonna get tricked by that stuff.
Social media is dangerous,
man. But this new generation,
Gen whatever.
The iPad, what they call an iPad baby generation.
Yeah, Gen iPad. That's what I call it.
They gonna fall in line.
Gen Z not gonna get tricked like that. We a little bit smarter than that.
No, Generation X is right now. We was around before all of this.
Yeah.
We was able to play out in the streets and everything. Yeah. So a couple generations will have to die off for them to be truly successful at anything like that.
You think kids gonna be able to go back outside and start playing like we used to, or not? Because I don't see no kids no more.
No,
it'd be too dangerous.
Well, I'll say this: it's a public safety issue. at this point.
Yeah.
So will we make the community safer? I think they will if we started getting out of a lot of the useless mind frame ideas that we use, like celebrating criminality.
Yeah.
Okay, I think if we drop that and start actually holding people accountable for harming innocent life, the kids can play back outside. It's just up to us,
right,
as a people, as a community, to make that decision.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people are trying, but it just don't work out the way that they think it'll work out. You know, people want to stay inside or do dangerous acts outside.
Well, they playing video games.
Yeah, video games.
They outside in the
Streaming.
simulation.
Yeah, streaming, twitching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, TikTok, all that stuff. They be trying to make
Metaverse.
Yeah, they be trying to make it big online, which is a lot harder than people think. So.
Well, they always gonna have you bot it out to think that you can. That 4 people are making, and then 1 million people think they can go behind it.
Exactly, it's never gonna work like that.
There we go. Just like basketball, just like football, just like sports.
You got to be drafted. You got to be chosen to do something like that.
Or you got to be picked or selected.
Yeah. You just got to stand out a little bit, you know. And I don't think being online is a little tough, man.
Well, I think that if you have a uniqueness to you, what I don't like is that most people have to be a clown to get clicks.
That's true. It's not about being unique no more. You got to be like super funny. You got to think of something outside the box.
You got to be a clown almost.
Yeah, for like 10 seconds. And
then, or full of drama.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh that.
Like you got to be extremely outside of maybe your dignity space.
Yeah, you got to just.
You got to throw your dignity to the side to be a creator now.
See, AI can help you with that. AI can help you.
Oh wow.
Formulate a different type of you. You know what I'm saying? Like it can make you different.
Right, but a lot of people are on that. It's a business. You can make money off of that. I just started making money off of it.
For real? Off AI?
No, just Facebook, social media.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah. See, you got drafted.
No, what happened was I built it up slow. No, it took me a long time. Like I didn't go. Yeah, I grinded it out.
Okay.
I let it. I didn't even turn the monetization. Thing on.
Yeah.
I left it alone till I built my following up the way I wanted to. I just turned it on this year.
Man.
It was too late.
Well, it's too late. What you mean?
Because I had already built it up. I didn't build it up through their channels.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah. So when I turned it on, they tried to say, you know, like, what's this? Like it was almost like trying to reject it almost.
Man. Your AI prediction, low-key coming true.
I'm trying to tell you.
Tory Lowe be preaching on the show, man.
Well, I'm just trying to tell folks, if you AI is going to either get down, you're going to get down or lay down on it.
Oh, yeah.
Because corporations are having conversations about AI right now. The corporations are saying, okay, we finna switch over to AI.
ChatGPT coming through.
So what I'm saying is, what you finna do?
Nothing.
Okay.
We can't do nothing.
Let's say you say, I don't want to deal with AI. Then all of a sudden you start going into these restaurants. May I take your order? You gonna participate. But you're only gonna participate as a consumer at that point.
Right.
When you could have got in now, in 5 years, probably made you a website, probably learned how it works, and then you could have been the person dealing with AI where you can make some money.
AI gonna make a lot of people some millions of dollars.
They said that if you can get the grip on AI right now, you can make a lot of money.
Let me go tap in later on tonight. I'm gonna let you know next week if I can make some money out of AI or not.
There we go.
Get you some.
Well, I just got a few. I got like $94 off of one of my sites.
A nice little 94.
Damn! I turned the monetization button on.
Oh my goodness!
I could have been did that, but I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to clown, so I took my time, 16 years, and built it up to what it is. And then, just like a couple months ago, I was like, you know what? Let me see what it do, and then, boom.
I'm excited to hear your new song release on AI.
Well,
I'm excited.
You know what? I'm gonna start putting it in my bumps.
Okay, yeah.
And so when you come through, I'm gonna have you listen to it, and I ain't gonna tell you what it is.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
I want you to know if it's AI. I want to see it. I want to know if you can tell if it's AI
I gotta learn
or not.
I gotta learn how to hear. I can see it. I can't hear it though.
You was grooving to the AI though.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Yeah, I gotta learn.
All right, Nas. I appreciate you for coming through for the Pop Culture Report.
Yes, sir.
When we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
come in with straight truth.
If you acted up, if you were out here doing any kind of foolishness or just something that people know would make your family's name look bad, your neighbor from down the street, if they see the son or daughter, be like, what are you doing? They gonna call you out. They gonna let you know that they saw you, and then they gonna tell you, come here. Now, you know I'm gonna tell your daddy.
That part.
There are a lot of times when people are new to an area, they don't know where to plug in. And anybody who plugs in the 101.7 The Truth and listen to you and Dame and Truth Nation would know that there is a significant public outcry when violence happens in our community. Don't worry about the outcry if you're not listening to the right people. So I would encourage her to tune in to 101.7 The Truth and listen to you guys, Denise Thomas, Dr. Ken Harris, Tory Lowe, and definitely Sherwin Hughes every day.
Watch all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows by subscribing to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube, where strong voices meet strong opinions.
The district had as a whole was 59.5. That was awful. It was bad. But it is not just the MPS story. It is a story for the city of Milwaukee when you talk about some of these schools. So when we talk about the state of education, we just can't always talk about MPS. We got to talk about Milwaukee as a whole and why there are so many failing schools in Milwaukee. But we bash MPS, understand it is beyond MPS. MPS just has to educate your kids. But I love the fact that we have a new superintendent that is acknowledging that these scores are not good enough. I love the level of accountability. Casellia said in response to the results, she said, we need to grow more and faster to truly meet and exceed the expectations that our families and community have for us and the expectations we have for each other as educators. Our new literacy plan is the first step towards a stronger growth. And I love it.
Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from 12 to 1, streaming live on YouTube and on 101.7 The Truth.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
You're listening to the new 101.7 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 101.7 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. After nearly a decade of pushback, Wisconsin lawmakers are a step closer to passing Aaron's Law. The legislation named after Aaron Marin would require age-appropriate child sexual abuse education in public schools. Marin.
So I've been traveling from one state capital after another as far away as Alaska and Hawaii and testifying before legislators saying this is a no-brainer. If we teach DARE, the 8 ways to say no to drugs, why are we not teaching kids personal body safety?
38 states have passed the law. It was approved by the Wisconsin Assembly last month. The state Senate plans to vote on the measure early next year. An environmental advocacy group is pushing for stricter standards on Wisconsin data centers. Clean Wisconsin is circulating a petition urging state and local leaders to pause AI data center approvals until the state has a more comprehensive plan. The group claims 2 of the proposed projects will use more energy than all the homes in Wisconsin combined. Data center officials have testified before state lawmakers as they assure they're willing to work with local officials. Construction in the Port Washington data center will start in 2 weeks. Wisconsin is once again at risk of losing SNAP food benefits from the federal government. The Journal Sentinel reports U.S. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins has threatened to pull funding from states that won't share data on recipients who are given federal food assistance. Wisconsin's food share program has not given any of that data to the USDA. Rollins has said the data of a recipient's name, address, social security number, immigration status, and benefit history would be used to help fight fraud. More than 700,000 Wisconsin residents use food share. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we got the question of the day. Was the crack epidemic properly addressed? I'm seeing weird behavior out here in these streets that's giving me flashbacks. I had to scratch my head about some of the crack-like behavior that's going on in these streets. I got a poll in the chat. Was the crack epidemic addressed properly? We also got some talk to text from someone that is a case manager in the chat. They're saying that I don't think the crack epidemic was properly addressed, properly. But today, anyone can go into a detox center and request residential treatment for any substance. They used to allow 90 days of treatment. Milwaukee County has now cut back and is only allowing 30 days of treatment, 60 max. Many of the people going into these county-funded treatment centers are unhoused. So once they finish treatment, if the case managers haven't found housing for them, they return to the streets where they often relapse. This is a problem. They're going to say, thank you for speaking out about First Step. You're a strong voice in the community, and it's appreciated. Now, I'll say this. They said 4,000 people got help from this detox center, an estimate, in a year, you know. What I'm saying is, where are these people going now? Where do they go? I'm interested. Hey, it might be some issues going on underneath. I saw somebody in the chat that tried to say, well, maybe we shouldn't be talking about this. No, buddy. When they knock you upside the head, you're going to take your comment back. When something bad happened to you, you're going to be coming and asking for help. See, it's always, why don't we look on the bright side until somebody knock your grandma upside the head? That's all I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't listen to none of that crap. That's why when I'm out here dealing with the community, I'm bringing it straight to you. Some of y'all living in La La Land. Some of y'all out here living in La La Land until you wake up and a tragedy happened. Then you got to call Tory Lowe or somebody that can help you maneuver through the tragedy because you was out there living in La La Land. Now you don't know what to do when it get real. And when I have these conversations, I'm telling you what I'm seeing because a lot of y'all blind. Y'all don't even know what's going on and y'all bought it out. A lot of y'all bought it out. But I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing. And I know it sounds like, okay, crack is kind of funny, but crack is not funny. That's a real addiction that wasn't properly addressed, and they moved on. They just locked a bunch of people up, and they moved on to something else. Now we talking about fentanyl, opioids, other drugs, designer drugs, Molly, this and that. No, it's cheap. It's easy to make, and it's cheap, and it's highly addictive. You know, 10 to 20 bucks. So if it's a poor community and you can't afford all of the expensive ideas, you get the lesser ideas, but you try to get more bang for the buck. That's all I'm saying. So if it wasn't properly addressed and nobody's talking about it, then what's going on? Andrew, did you say it was a statistic? What are they saying about crack?
They're saying the average crack user in America in 2025 is 25 to 34 years old, Tory.
25 to 34 years old, the average person that's using crack now? 25 to 34 years old, the average person. How many people they say that is it a number or is they just throwing out statistics?
This is from one of those drug rehabilitation national groups.
Okay, so still 25 to 34? It was I think the manager that hit me up said that something, Milwaukee County has seen a huge increase of older adults 50 to 60 using crack. And a lot of people don't want to talk about it. It's the cheapest thing. It messed up our neighborhood, but ain't nobody asking, was there any repair? It's just like, oh, okay, we done moved on to something else. Trauma on top of trauma. PTSD on top of PTSD. But yet, it's a fight to get rid of the opioids. It's a fight to get rid of the fentanyl. Okay, they cracking down on the heroin. They locked up everybody using crack and gave them football numbers. Your boy Joe Biden said if you have some crack as big as a quarter, you go into prison. It was that bad. Crack was on, the government was on talking about crack every day, locking folks up. Now it's crickets. Or if you see it, people will laugh. Yeah, or if you see it, people will start laughing. Like I told Andrew, I said, man, I think there's something going on with crack. And people are like, oh, that's funny. No, it's somebody is on an addictive substance that ain't even being addressed properly.
Can I defend myself?
No, go right ahead. No, I'm talking about, I didn't say you laughed like it was a joke. I just think that when you say the word crack, people just, I
wasn't expecting it.
Okay.
When you say I have a big topic we're going to talk about today, I'm like, all right, what do we got? And then it's
I see something funny out here, yeah.
It's crazy.
And it reminds me of crack. That's the truth. Now, it's like I said, they don't want to single out the crack issue. But I am. I'm going to just talk about it. I talk about fentanyl, I talk about everything else. But I never came on this show and specifically targeted crack. And this is one of the most devastating drugs that ripped my community apart. And I'm seeing flashes. If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. Was the crack epidemic properly addressed? And what are y'all seeing? Am I the only one that's seeing this? And let me tell you something. Some people say they don't even know when people stop using it. Some people say it never stopped. It just got quiet. But that was one of the drugs that mostly affected our community because it was implemented to destroy the neighborhood. It was specifically implemented to decimate the black community. Understand what I'm saying. Josh says, I think America is wild to think that they can always arrest the problems but never address the root cause. America profit from the dysfunction. Shaking my head. Katir, they don't call it crack no more. They call it girl. They don't call it crack no more. They call it girl. Hey, Cartier, that's who said that. What I'm saying is, okay, we getting to the end of 2025. We going into 2026, and people don't want to address none of the real issues. They maybe you on drugs. Maybe you want to be what they say. Most people want to escape reality. You know, they don't like what they see, and so being in another reality kind of makes them feel good. Maybe some of y'all listening might. All right, let me stop. All right, look, when we come back, I got a story of a Florida pastor who was recently arrested trying to mess with them kids, but he was a former NAACP leader. We're going to talk about this when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. On Saturday night, the Milwaukee Panthers return home to take on the Robert Morris Colonials.
Aguilar high on the right side. Defended tightly by Lawson. Takes him off the dribble. Gets inside. Left hand leaner. A scoop for Amar Aguilar. Dixon across the timeline with 2. Dixon left of the lane corner. Hubbard 3 at the gun. It is pure. It is pure.
Scott Warris has the coverage Saturday starting at 6:30 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 7 o'clock.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. To learn more about how you can take your first steps in buying your forever home, visit associatedbank.com/lending. That's associatedbank.com/lending. Or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Orthodontic Experts Wisconsin believes everyone deserves a confident dream smile. We offer braces for $195 a month, subject to terms and conditions, and accept most major insurance plans like Medicaid. Traditional metal braces, discrete gold braces, and invisible clear aligners. Orthodontic Experts creates personalized treatment for the whole family. With clinics in Beloit, Hales Corners, Madison, Menominee Falls, and Mount Pleasant, there's no reason to wait on your smile transformation. Call Orthodontic Experts today for your no-cost consultation. 855-720-2470.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I think we got news coming out of ESPN that Giannis' agent is discussing having talks on his behalf in his future with the Milwaukee Bucks. We just talked about this during the Pop Culture Report. This is interesting. I'm going to try to keep y'all up to date on this as much as I can while the show is going on. They're saying Giannis's agent is having conversations with the Milwaukee Bucks about Giannis and discussing whether his best fit is staying or a move elsewhere. This is what sources have told ESPN today. Hey, Giannis, I told you. And then you lose to one of the worst teams, and then he delete all his stuff off of the social media. All of that is red flags. I think you could demand. Can you demand like a trade? This may be a trade demand. How long do they got before the deadline?
February 5th is the deadline.
February 5th is the deadline. So they working on it. It may be time to move on for Giannis.
Don't buy that Christmas jersey.
Hey, I don't know. All I'm saying is you got to do what's best for you. I appreciate Giannis for everything he did. Ain't no hard feelings. Ain't no hard feelings with Giannis. He brought us a championship in my lifetime. What more do you want? You want multiple, but that ain't the way the business is flowing nowadays. And they're not even heading in that direction. Coach issues, different coaches. They got Doc there. The records ain't showing championship. Okay. What do you want? What do you want him to do? I'm not against it. I love Giannis. I got a little bobblehead of Giannis right here on the front of my screens in the studio where you can see as we broadcast live. That's my guy. I like Giannis. But at the same time, is the organization doing what they need to do to keep him here? It's going to take more than signing his brothers to keep him here. He wants to win. He's in his prime. I don't know. I think that this may be a demand, a trade demand. If the agent is talking right now, I'm sure the ideal of a trade is in the conversation. Yeah, that's what the agent is for. They not there to eat donuts and drink coffee. My client is upset. My client got a problem. How can we fix this? Maybe it's time to move on. We gave you time. We gave you enough time to fix it. Dane came, it didn't work. We got the boy from Indiana. It don't look like it's working. Yeah, Miles Turner, don't look like it's working. So what's the next step? I've been patient. I'm out here scoring 30 points. I'm out here putting in the work. I'm in my prime. How we gonna make this work? I understand. They gonna have to work something out. What more can I do? Sometimes you get to a point where you look at somebody and be like, what more can be done here? That's a legitimate conversation after you done brought the goods. After you done brought the goods. He brought the goods.
I'm surprised you're so rational about this.
No, because I can see from his standpoint, I can see it. You know, Giannis, we've talked a couple times. So what I'm saying is he's always been Milwaukee first until recent. Until he felt like maybe he has no other choice. That's all I'm saying. Do I want him here? Yeah. But will I keep somebody around if they're not happy? No. I wouldn't even do that to anybody.
So he has like a fan for life in you.
I'm always appreciate Giannis. I'm always appreciate Aaron Rodgers. I may have some issues with Brett Favre about what he did in Mississippi. And I need to talk to Brett Favre. Me and him got to have a conversation. And I need to, tell him how I feel about him. But Brett Favre gave us some good years in football, but he also wasn't a good person on the back end. So, but at the end of the day, it's just sports. It's just entertainment. These people entertained us. They did what they came to do. Are you not entertained? Yes or no? He entertained us. He entertained us. So maybe it's time for him to entertain himself. Hey, sometimes you got to do that.
You want to go halves on season tickets next year if he leaves?
If Giannis leaves, it'll be, I don't know if we'll get another generational talent. But, the Bucks, the staff, that's what they there for. That's over my pay grade. They got to figure that out. Does generational talent come every day? No. But they did develop Giannis. They did develop him into who he is today, and he have never pushed back on anything. He's always been first class. So it's got to be a problem if he's saying something. That's the one player I say, if Giannis is saying something, it's got to be something going on. That's not good. He's been first class. All right, well, what else? That Florida pastor. I want to talk about this Florida pastor that was a former NAACP guy. Got caught up attempting to meet a 16-year-old boy for sexual purposes. We got video on this. Hold on, is this video or do we got some audio to it? Do we got audio to it? Okay. Because if it's just video, then I'll give some people some time to tune in. If it got some audio in it, we gonna run it. Hey, look, we got this video of this pastor, the local NAACP man, trying to hook up with a 16-year-old. If you watching live, we got video and audio. Let's listen.
Have you ever been swallowed?
I've been on the app for a few years, though.
That's what this pastor allegedly wanted to do to a 16-year-old boy.
You sent him a message on Thanksgiving talking about you want to come eat him up.
A TSR exclusive. We have the messages as this traveling preacher was on the prowl, tried to meet the boy at a park, but instead...
Why didn't you go find someone else?
Police, they were right there waiting on him. All thanks to a content creator known for going undercover and taking alleged predators down.
They literally will prey on kids.
Oh, wow. And you know the sad part about this? That he had the flyer, like he was about to deliver to people. Like, why they had to flash the flyer of one of his events? They say he was a traveling pastor trying to hook up with a 16-year-old, and they showed the flyer like he had the power of God. See, this is the thing. This is why I tell you can't look at this. Look at this. The 25th Holy something. Look at that flyer. See, this is how they trick you with the gloss. They ain't got no work. Look, he got a cape on. Tabernacle of Praise International Church. Tabernacle of Praise. Bring your kids. You don't want to bring your kids to Tabernacle of Praise. And then they got the 25th Holy Convocation. That's what it say, convocation. What's a convocation? Everybody coming together. Yeah, I don't know. It's in I guess the event was in Delaware. Delaware Avenue in West Virginia. Boy, I tell you, boy, he's Apostle J. David Stockton. Well, I don't know what message he's trying to bring. I don't want that message. Have you ever been swallowed up? Why they play that? Why the Shade Room play that during the interview? Have you ever been swallowed up? See,
sending crazy messages, Tory.
All I'm saying is this is why I don't do all of that extra. That's why I say when you see a pastor acting crazy, getting out of pocket, you got to check that fool, and that fool got checked. Thank God that it's some people out here that's fighting on the front lines. This is what you're supposed to do to all of these people that's supposed to be out here. You gotta get rid of these folks. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more discussion. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 101.7 The Truth.
I want you to really stress the importance of having an ethnically diverse blood supply. But I guess, what do you say to people that, for whatever reason, are apprehensive about giving blood?
It's not by accident that we are building this fixed donation site right in the heart of this Halyard Park, Harambe neighborhood. And to your point, our black and brown donors probably represents the smallest demographic in our donor base. That's attributed to multiple reasons. For those of us that understand the history, there is a lot of underlying mistrust of the healthcare system. And quite frankly, there's already challenges with how busy people are, how accessible they are to even know where to go to donate blood. And let's face it, a lot of folks are scared of needles, right? But when they get through all of that, the importance, I think, is a heavier burden on our black and brown communities, because there are a lot of different blood diseases that require what I'll call more of a match in blood that only comes from people of similar ethnicities. Something that's specific to our black donors and patients is something that I think your listeners are very familiar with: sickle cell disease. The only therapy that get them through their day-to-day life is blood transfusions. And it's not just what I'll call average or normal blood type or blood transfusion. It's actually a specific blood with a specific type called RO blood. And this RO blood typically only comes from people of African descent and Hispanic descent. And so that's why it's so important that our donor base is diverse, so that it helps our ethnically diverse patient population.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. Packers versus Bears rivalry is back with the crucial first matchup for the NFC North. Packers sit at 8-3-1, while the Bears sit at the top of the NFC at 9-3. Kickoff is Sunday at 3:25 for Game of the Week. The Milwaukee Bucks are in a bit of a slump, but have an opportunity to turn things around against the Detroit Pistons. Tip-off tonight at 7. The Marquette Golden Eagles win a crucial game against Valpo last night, 75-72 in overtime.
40 feet away, Brown with 5. Brown with a 30-footer. He missed it. Banks off, no good. Rebound to Marquette. It's over. Nothing matters but the score.
The Golden Eagles sit at 5-4. The UWM Panthers sit at 3-5, and Badger basketball sits at 5-3. Marquette versus Madison is this Saturday at 1 p.m. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, the Truth app at 101.7thetruth.com.
.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We always talk about lead poisoning in the city, but we was talking about the lead laterals in the water because they said that they had the paint idea wrapped up. Like they were doing lead abatement, and they had a program to get the lead and paint over the lead or get rid of the lead paint. And then we had to fight to get them to acknowledge that there was another way the lead was coming through, which was through the lead laterals. And so now I see a story where they're saying that Milwaukee children poisoned by lead paint as landlords avoid accountability. So the lead paint situation is back. I thought that they had a program. This is what they was telling me when I was asking questions about the lead laterals. So now they're saying that the lead paint is now an arising issue. I can't even say what I want to say because the lies that has been told about the lead poisoning that's going on in the city, it continues. It continues. We got a story here. They're saying that now the paint has reemerged in 2025 as the problem too. That may be, some people are out here lead poisoned too. I was asking, did they address the crack issues properly in the poll? But now I know that they ain't addressed the lead issues properly. So you got the drug issue going on, and then you got kids out here being poisoned by the lead paint. We got a video I want y'all to listen to, this recent report. Let's listen.
See how old that window is.
It's a health hazard.
We're looking at lead paint. It's been 3 whole years.
Mothers like Danielle Jones.
I didn't know anything about the lead until we took her to the hospital.
And Jacinta Novati didn't know was constantly surrounding them.
Did you know there was lead in your home?
No, we didn't know. You never know where the lead is.
Until doctors got involved.
Did it make you sad?
Very sad.
They're 2 of the thousands of Milwaukee parents who, according to health department data, learn each year that the paint on their walls, windowsills, and floors is poisoning their children.
It could be she might be touching the ground and leaking, or the wall, or the door. It could be anything.
It's something 11-year-old Aiden Branch experienced firsthand.
I don't want nobody else to go through what I have been through.
The sometimes serious consequences Deanna Branch witnessed with 2 of her sons.
And that's what most people don't realize when a child is lead poisoned. It's a lifelong thing.
Are often identified at Children's Wisconsin.
Some of the behavioral problems that we see do mimic things like ADHD, so hyperactivity, impulsivity, difficulties with learning.
Milwaukee Health Department data from annual lead surveillance report shows 8% of children age 5 and younger tested this year in Milwaukee were found to have elevated lead levels in their blood. The CDC considers elevated blood lead levels to be at 3.5 micrograms per deciliter and above. The lead levels reach a certain point, the Milwaukee Health Department gets involved. Since 2023, Health Department data shows 88% of children they work with live in homes contaminated with lead paint.
Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now, this making me upset because they lied every step of the way about this lead. They put out messaging, oh, we got abatement programs, lead abatement programs. We have, I guess, SDC that's now closed, weatherization programs, things that to address the paint. They didn't even want to admit that it was lead laterals at first. For years, it was me and a group of people that was not backing down. I guess when you talk about home ownership, it was some homeowners that was fighting because they needed something done with the lead laterals. And me on the north side, I was fighting because we are renters. So many times, most of the people the children were getting lead poison, they would move into another place that probably had lead. So they weren't homeowners. So it was 2 conversations going on. The victims I was dealing with the children that was being lead poisoned, probably got lead poisoned 2 houses ago. You know, they was just moving around, renting from different properties. And many times these landlords have these old properties. They want to get somebody in there quick. And then once you start paying the rent, they start fixing it up. And then people end up being lead poisoned because it wasn't properly addressed. Then you got to educate people on how to deal with the water due to the lead laterals, and they was fighting that. I'm talking about they fought every step of the way because if you understood what this was doing to the minds of the children, even in the schools, they spent this whole summer trying to get the lead out of the public school buildings. But I was talking about this years ago. I made a song, Don't Drink the Water, a rap video, trying to get people attention. I was doing whatever I could. I was going to people's houses testing the waters for lead. Like, I'm telling you. And now to see that the paint is still a problem right now in 2025, that's diabolical. That's diabolical because they lie every step of the way. You can't trust folks that's supposed to be in leadership because a lot of these notes that's going through the county and that's going through these other vehicles or these statistics, it's coming through their desk. A lot of this is not secret. A lot of this has been told to the leadership. Here we go. Look, we got Ray. Can we take Ray? We got Ray on the lines. How you doing, Ray?
Yeah. Okay, how you doing, Tory, man?
Bless his brother, Ray.
Oh, yeah. Okay, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everything you do for the, for the peoples in the hood and everything. But,
bless his brother.
They got to start a long ways back for that lead, with, like you say, you brought it like the schools and everywhere else, that people that, they had this lead and they didn't try to get rid of it, they just, but I'm going to tell you this, the reason why is because we vote people's in and we voting people's in that own property. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So now that's why
you
we
are
got.
Correct.
It ain't just the lead; it's the water bills and all this, and they won't stop this. They making things. You got to pay for sewage and water and everything. Because the people that we vote in office, they own property. So guess who they gonna roll with? They rolling with the most money.
Right.
But this is what I want to say about crack cocaine. If I can just jump to this.
Go right ahead.
Quick. Okay. Crack, you know it ain't no crack out here no more like it used to be.
Dad, that's what I said. I thought it disappeared. I thought it kind of.
It did. It did. Okay. I'm gonna explain to you why, Court. This is why it disappeared. You know, you can get a crackhead, he'll build your whole house. He'll fix your whole car. Him and his woman both. They stay together. They smoke crack together. Now you can't. Everything is heroin now, pills and syrup. Ain't no crack out here. You may find one or two crackheads out here now. That's it. You remember they used to pull up to a stop sign and they'd swing your door open and jump in. You be like,
but that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing erratic behavior. That's what.
There's not out here no more. Ain't no crackheads.
Okay, hey.
It's not no crackheads, man.
The case manager said they was out here.
No, they lazy. They on heroin. They lazy. They not gonna do nothing. You remember a crackhead, right. Man. You can go get a crackhead, man. He'll build you a whole house.
Well, they was mechanics and stuff like that. You used to get them
they were mechanics,
they could fix your car for the low price.
Yeah, they had their women with them, man, and their wives or their women or whatever. They build you a whole house. They'll build your car. They'll build you.
Well, that was back when a lot of those, when they flooded the neighborhoods, a lot of those people were involved in the trades back then. They was in the industry.
But I'm saying they done got rid of it. They done got rid of. There ain't no crackheads. It's heroin heads, and you know where they at? Somewhere nodding out off of them pills and heroin.
Okay, Ray. Ray said it ain't no crack out here in these streets. It's heroin and the pills and fentanyl and opioids. If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. When we come back, we got Al on the lines. We got some talk to text. We got some people in the chat. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The revolution starts in our mind, right? You know when Gil Scott-Heron said the revolution won't be televised? Like he didn't mean that you won't be able to watch it on TV. He means the revolution starts in your mind. You nincompoop. Y'all been running around saying that for 60 years. The revolution won't be televised and didn't even know what the hell it meant. It starts with us.
Let him cook. Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Ho, 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 my back.
Santa?
Ho, 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 Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Yes. Next year, how about just asking for a Pella gift card? My elves are used to designing windows from other places where they're all pretty much the same. But Pella? Ho, ho, ho. So many customizations and designs. My elves aren't qualified, so Santa has to put in some overtime. Ho,
Let me make a call. BRB.
Frighteningly fast pellet team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
Yeah, I know. Santa already lectured me. Ask for a Pella gift card.
What if you need new windows or doors, but you're on the naughty list?
Then this will definitely help. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months.
Ho, ho, ho. Visit the Pella site. And to all, a good night.
PellaWI.com.
Service restrictions apply. Ends 12/31/2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It starts with a spark. At Milwaukee College Prep, they nurture that spark from age 3 through 8th grade, building scholars with knowledge, character, and confidence. 88% of their students face economic hardship, but that does not define them. At MCP, they see students' potential, and they help them live up to that potential. 4 campuses, 1 mission, college and beyond. MCP is free, high-performing, and open to all Milwaukee families. Visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com to enroll or get involved. That's MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Truck crash? Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We've been having a conversation about, did they address the crack epidemic properly? We got people in the chat. What do they say? We got the poll in the chat. No, 85%. They have not addressed the epidemic properly. We had Ray call in. Ray said, "Hey, it ain't no crack out here." That's what he said. Ain't no crack out here. It's hair run, pills, everything else. We got Al on the lines. How you doing, Al?
Hey, what I wanted to share with you now, if I'm not mistaken, with the grandfather clause, if they own that house before 1986, they don't have to remove that lead paint. So y'all might want to double check on that.
You said the grandfather clause of 86. 1986.
If you own a house before 1986, you don't have to remove the lead if you own the house. If you own that house because you fall under the grandfather clause. Now, I know the guy said there's no crack, but I do recall, like, a lot of times when they take them big lighters and they burn all the spoons in the house when they cooking their heroin. But I do know sometimes they used to come to the gas station asking for that lactose stuff that they spray on their crack. See, that's why all the SOS pads in the steel wool is missing. Because you remember the corner stores used to smell the straight shooters. So they're still doing something out there. Because you usually can tell, because I remember it was like 35th and Villa. It'd be like a crack family reunion. If you go to some of these gas stations at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, everybody walking through here looking like Skeletor and Jeepers Creepers and large marks like their eyes about to pop out their head. Oh, they say they're doing some crack. Because sometimes you'll see them walking around here sweating at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
I see people sweating
and looking through the garbage cans.
And I got
so they still doing.
Hold on. I didn't even want to show it, but I got video. I saw somebody sweating and digging through the garbage can. Let Al talk again. I'm not finished. Oh, Al, call back. I was trying to get him. I was trying to get him to say something, but I did see somebody in the garbage can sweating, eating out the garbage downtown. And I never had seen nothing like that. I never seen anything like that in a while. So, like I said, there's a lot of homeless people, off Elite, over there by the King Center. There's a couple homeless spots. But what I'm saying is, it's the behavior that's bothering me. It's just the weird behavior that I'm seeing. If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. All I'm going to say is this. I'm just throwing it out there because I'm seeing things that I think is crackish. If you're seeing it, let me know. If you're not seeing it, let me know. 833-212-1017. I know it's other drugs out here. I know it is. Like Ray said, that back in the day, you could get a crackhead to fix your car. They were very handy with their hands. So he said he don't believe he don't see none because he can't get his car fixed no more. Ain't nobody trying to build a house no more. It's just some other stuff out here. Security Mike. Ain't nobody trying to build a house no more. What's going on? What's going on, Security Mike?
Hey, Tito,
turn your radio down.
All right, I'm just at work. But yeah, that dude that said that, he right. I got an uncle, man, that was doing the crack and that, but dude cold at the drywall,
right?
And he could build you a house. They was intelligent. It ain't like that now. It's so destitute now because that heroin and stuff like that, it's bad, man. And really, that's what it is. They on that stuff and them pills, Tito. Because the crack
say they popping the pills.
They had skills.
So the people that from the A.L. Smith, I call it the A.L. Smith generation. Right, they had skills, yeah.
They had skills. My uncle like from that era. They had skills, man.
They said that all them cats old now. That generation old. They can't get out here and fix nothing because they in the nursing home.
Right, and they're probably too scared to mess with the heroin because they cutting it with rat poison and stuff like that. That's why they eating out garbage cans. They destitute now, man. It really is.
Man. All right, security, man.
Whatever happened when we went up to Iowa
them
like
dudes
that
got charged. They charged them. It wasn't a hate crime. They got charged. I talked about it when B. Ivy Lamar came on the show and talked about it.
Okay, so now if y'all do something with that other thing, let me know. Because like I said, I'm off on.
You talk about up in Brookfield. You talk about over there in Brookfield.
Yeah, because that dude ain't hang himself. Mm-hmm. He didn't hang himself.
Well, we waiting because they got an attorney, and the family didn't win and got an attorney, so you got to make sure you follow the directions of
all the guidelines. I know.
Yeah, facts.
But I'm sure there ain't no brother. That brother ain't hung himself, man.
Hey.
There's a lot of foul play in that.
Hopefully they can show the video that they determined it was a suicide and we can keep it moving. If not, it's gonna be a problem. Show the video. If it's one, say no more. Show the video.
Show them. You're right, Tito. Keep up the good work, my buddy.
All right, Security Mike. Thank you for tapping in. Let's get Brother Love. How you doing, Brother Love?
Hey, how you doing, Tory?
Bless Brother Love.
Yes, brother. The crack epidemic was really traumatizing for me, and I always wondered why, Black people, when we going through something that's traumatic, why do I got to say? Why do somebody be like, okay, here goes some crack, or why do I, want to
offering you drugs?
Crack? Why do I? Yeah, or why do I want to do that? And or I'm broke, or I ain't got a lot of money. I ain't that smart. You know what I'm saying? Why? Then why do I want to commit crimes and do bad things or be mean to people and hurt people and stuff? And I always, I was never perfect, and I always wondered that about myself.
So do you feel that? Do you feel that the drugs kind of made you a certain way, or what?
I'm the person I am because the things I went through in the epidemic. Right. You know what I mean? I am like the way I am, but everybody that was on drugs, I always treated people on drugs with respect. Right. And I never treated them like, they was on drugs. I treated them like they were, just regular people.
So do you believe that people still using crack?
I'm starting to wonder, was the COVID shot crack?
Oh wow.
Lord.
Oh wow. Well, it was out here in these streets. Yes, Tory. And that's why I don't agree with that philosophy. And Tory, I hear you all the time talking about, the men in the church. The men in the church. Well, they the ones that keep popping up. Hold on, wait. Don't do that. I'm telling you stories of people that's getting caught up in sexual abuse, and these are stories that are out here. That's all I'm saying.
Well, do you think that? Do you think that?
I think men and women are abusive.
A Christian? Do you think a guy could be a Christian and be a homosexual and go to heaven?
That's up to them and God. They got to read the Bible. They got to read. If you believe in the Bible, it gives you specific instructions. And if you can, I guess some people try to bend it and try to do whatever they want with it. But that's between them and what they trying to do. Long as they ain't trying to harm innocent life. In my belief, if you ain't harming innocent life, God bless you.
Yeah, but that guy that tried to talk to that 15-year-old boy, he needs to.
I don't think he's going to heaven.
That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna get too harsh. I don't think he's going to heaven.
No, I think he's going. I don't think so. Hey, I don't think that can happen. I'm sorry. If you harm an innocent life, I don't believe. Hey, I could say a lot, but I don't believe you're going to heaven. I don't think so. Hey, look, when we come back, we got to run the break. When we come back, we got Eddie on the lines. Eddie want to talk, y'all. Here we go again. Let's run the break. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
Coming with straight truth.
Everything got a message. I'll say this. Y'all can't be tired if y'all still messing with the negative energy. Every day I get on and say, the power of the tongue. Your impulsive negative thoughts, reacting, and these kids watching you reacting all wild and crazy. The programming you watching on TV, the music. And now, like Security Mike said, it's popular to pop somebody. It's popular now. And these kids coming back to somebody's house. They coming to eat a meal at somebody's house. They hanging out with somebody in the neighborhood who got a house, who paying the rent. They hanging out with you. They may be your relative. They may be your buddy. That social acceptance is there. Understand what I'm saying? So when we really tired, we gonna cut it off. We gonna stop it.
Tune in to all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows all day, every day by downloading the Truth app.
People people don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. You think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. Locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. After nearly a decade of pushback, Wisconsin lawmakers are a step closer to passing Aaron's Law. The legislation, named after Aaron Marin, would require age-appropriate child sexual abuse education in public schools. Marin.
So I've been traveling from one state capital after another as far away as Alaska and Hawaii, and testifying before legislators saying this is a no-brainer. If we teach DARE, the 8 ways to say no to drugs, why are we not teaching kids personal body safety?
38 states have passed the law. It was approved by the Wisconsin Assembly last month. The state Senate plans to vote on the measure early next year. An environmental advocacy group is pushing for stricter standards on Wisconsin data centers. Clean Wisconsin is circulating a petition urging state and local leaders to pause AI data center approvals until the state has a more comprehensive plan. The group claims 2 of the proposed projects will use more energy than all the homes in Wisconsin combined. Data center officials have testified before state lawmakers as they assure they're willing to work with local officials. Construction in the Port Washington data center will start in 2 weeks. Wisconsin is once again at risk of losing SNAP food benefits from the federal government. The Journal-Sentinel reports U.S. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins has threatened to pull funding from states that won't share data on recipients who are given federal food assistance. Wisconsin's food share program has not given any of that data to the USDA. Rollins has said the data of a recipient's name, address, social security number, immigration status, and benefit history would be used to help fight fraud. More than 700,000 Wisconsin residents use food share. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 1017 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the 3rd hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we kind of got breaking news coming out of sports. A Giannis agent is discussing his future with the Bucks. This is something that's being circulating for the last hour and a half now. Giannis may be discussing his future. They say he deleted everything on social media. Everything but a few ideas like the championship and the cup, winning the cup. But when I see somebody erasing stuff off Instagram and social media, they going through a transition. It's like when somebody cut all their hair off and start fresh. They go bald. They try to cut all their hair off because they want a fresh start. It seems like when people start deleting stuff off social media, that's a huge red flag for the Bucks. Hey, also we've been talking about, was the crack epidemic properly addressed in America? We got Eddie on the lines. How you doing, Eddie?
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Tory.
How you doing, brother Eddie?
Tory. Good. How are you?
Hey, what's going on? What's on your mind, Eddie?
Well, this crack thing is on my mind, Tory. I'm 60. We've got a decade on you. I've watched this thing kind of unfold throughout the vast majority of my life, and I like to say that, Tory, I like to stay on top of things in my attempt to Hellenize not just the station, but Milwaukee's black community.
Here we go.
The latest information, Tory. I like to keep up on the fastest, the hippest news. I like to be on top of things, okay?
Well, I don't know what you're trying to get on top of, but I'm listening. Just give me my social distance.
A whole lot about crack cocaine. My sources say in Milwaukee and in many urban areas, people are going towards a drug called blunt, where you take a cigar and you cut it, and then you put marijuana, maybe laced with cocaine, inside the cigar, rewrap it, and then smoke it. And it seems to be
so you smoking
popular.
blunts?
I don't smoke blunts, but I know many people in urban areas smoke this new drug called a blunt.
Well, I don't think that's new. I think that that's something that's been going on, and I think that it's more in the weed category. I think that's more in the weed category. We're talking about something that's highly addictive, and we're talking about, are we seeing it? Is it still present, or have it been addressed properly?
Well, Tory, I think with people around here have moved on to tougher drugs, and you don't hear a lot of people talking about crack the way you do, even about crystal meth. I have a friend who was a drug cop.
Meth,
he went
crystal
to a drug
meth.
conference.
I dealt with a lot of that
Crystal
in
meth
Iowa and Minnesota. Yeah.
Right, and they never really thought Milwaukee was kind of a meth town. That was more of a Western states, plain states thing. But sure enough, it made its way to Milwaukee. And you can often see people, after taking the methamphetamine at gas stations, and they're doing a dance called the tweak, and they are tweaking, Tory. And I've seen it many, many times myself, and I wonder what kind of people would even make the attempt to take the drug the first time. Where are their family members? When I was a kid, if you did something like that, you wouldn't because of the shame factor. That was crossing over a line. It was one thing to smoke marijuana or to be on joints, okay? But it was another thing to do heroin, not heroin, or crack cocaine. That is like you've crossed a social boundary that you might not be able to come back from. You might have to move out of state to get your reputation back.
It was frowned upon.
But it was now there's no shaming. There's nothing to be ashamed from. A lot of people, I see people who you're dating. Oh, I'm dating this guy. He's in rehab. He just got out of rehab, or he's in 12-step. And it's almost like hip. It's not just acceptable. It's kind of hip to be going through a struggle like this. But there's 6 kids in my family. None of us really even drink. None of us do drugs. And I just don't know whatever happened to a decent sense of moral and social decorum, Tory. I wonder what happened to Tory, and I know I got to go. I'm at the gym right now. I'm benching. It's a big bench day for me, Tory. I'm doing the kind of 20s.
Okay.
Don't be jealous, Tory. I got to go.
Sometimes I wonder about, are you okay too? Sometimes I wonder if Eddie's okay after sniffing all that paint. Okay, well, look, I want to get into this story before we get too late into the show. There was a situation where there was a critically missing Milwaukee boy, and they said that the abductor was like the 12-year-old sister, I think. And so I thought that was just a wild story, but we got an update on it. Do they have the children? So they do have the children. They did find the children, but I wanted to let y'all hear this story. It sounded so crazy to me, and I'm thinking like, okay, maybe it's more to this. If you listening or if you're watching as we broadcast live, we got some video on this. Let's listen.
We're on 5th Street right now, and this is the block police say the last two were seen heading south, and police say they need your help of finding both of these people. Now investigators are looking for 4-year-old Nevin Powell. Police say he was in contact with his guardian last night. He's around 3 feet tall, weighs about 50 pounds, and has brown hair. And Powell was last seen wearing blue jeans and a navy shirt. He is also not wearing shoes or a jacket. And police say his 12-year-old sister is suspected of taking him. Sonia is wanted for battery of a police officer, and she is about 5'5", 130 pounds with red hair. Sonia was last seen wearing a black jean jacket over a black sweatshirt and blue jeans. Police say she may have a weapon. The two were last seen walking together, but police say they could be traveling in a silver or light blue Hyundai Santa Fe, and the car also has no license plate on it. And police say if anybody has additional information of the two's whereabouts, they are encouraged to contact the more.
All right, so I got an update. They're saying that the critically missing children. I don't know if this is the same article that you just sent me. I don't know. I don't know if they are found safe or not. I think that because the article you just sent me is not from today. Yeah, so I don't know if they've been found or not. But the fact that there was a 12-year-old involved, was she protecting the young child? Was she trying to protect? I don't know, because why would a 12-year-old strike out like this and try to? Was the older child trying to prevent something? I would love to get an update on this story, because I thought they were found safe, but that was a different story. So I'm retracting if they was found safe or not. But I know when I see children act a certain way, a young 12-year-old girl striking out in certain ways, was she trying to protect her younger sibling from something? That's my question. If somebody got any information on what's going on with that missing boy and that young 12-year-old girl, let me know. Let me know, because I want to. I don't even know if they still missing. I'm by request when it come to missing. If you don't request it, if the family or somebody don't contact me, that's how I get involved in that. But I don't know. It just seems like something is going on with this story. They're saying that this little boy was found safe. Okay, all right. So critically missing Milwaukee boy found safe. Milwaukee police say they have located a critically missing 4-year-old boy. The child was last in contact with his guardian Tuesday night, December 2nd. This is the situation where the 4-year-old and the boy's 12-year-old sister, and the 12-year-old sister was wanted for abduction. All right. I don't know. That's confusing. It's confusing to me right now, trying to figure it out in my mind. Why would his 12-year-old sister take the 4-year-old baby? Was there something that has not been told to the public about this story? That's the only way. It's confusing right now because I'm still trying to break it down in my brain. because they said that this 12-year-old was the suspect. Where a 12-year-old gonna take a 4-year-old child and be that and try to fight the police? Are they asking the right questions? Hey, look, when we come back, I want to head over to Kenosha. They're saying that there was a human trafficking bust. Local advocates say that this is going on more than people think. I want to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com. On Saturday night, the Milwaukee Panthers return home to take on the Robert Morris Colonials.
Aguilar high on the right side. Defended tightly by Lawson. Takes him off the dribble. Gets inside. Left hand leaner. A scoop for Amar Aguilar. Dixon across the timeline with 2. Dixon left of the lane corner. Hubbard 3 at the gun. It is pure. It is pure.
Scott Warris has the coverage Saturday starting at 6:30 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 7 o'clock.
Ho, 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 my back.
Santa?
Ho, 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 Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Yes. Next year, how about just asking for a Pella gift card? My elves are used to designing windows from other places where they're all pretty much the same. But Pella? Ho, 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 so many customizations and designs. My elves aren't qualified, so Santa has to put in some overtime. Ho,
Let me make a call. BRB.
Frighteningly fast pellet team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
Yeah, I know. Santa already lectured me. Ask for a Pella gift card.
What if you need new windows or doors, but you're on the naughty list?
Then this will definitely help. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months.
Ho, ho, ho! Visit the Pella site, and to all a good night.
PellaWI.com.
Reserve restrictions apply. Ends 12/31/2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for a fun and meaningful way to kick off the holiday season? Join us for the 20th anniversary of Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive, Saturday, December 13th at the Kasmeric Center in Grafton. This free, family-friendly event is a celebration of giving. Bring a new, unwrapped toy and help brighten the holidays for children and families in need across Wisconsin. To learn more or get involved, visit kidstokidstoydrive.com and join us on December 13th in Grafton.
Adrian was seriously injured when a careless driver merged into her lane.
Gruber was there for everything that I needed. Any questions that I had, Gruber was there. They made me feel like everything about my situation and my accident was very important to them, and that made me feel good. And I would definitely call Gruber again for that.
Serving Wisconsin for over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They go above and beyond for their clients.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. A lot of people weighing in on a situation where the 4-year-old, they said that the 12-year-old sister took the 4-year-old, and they said that she also had a warrant for having an incident with a police officer. I mean, it's a lot. It sounds like a lot going on in this story. They're saying that the girl was wanted for a felony warrant, battery to an officer, the 12-year-old girl. But she's trying to abduct her brother? No, something ain't going on right in this story. And if a little 12-year-old girl is acting this way, behaving this way, and trying to take her brother her 4-year-old brother out of a situation, I would wonder what's going on with the situation. Yeah, the 12-year-old has a warrant, due to a situation that happened with the police officer. But I don't know what that is, but I would love to sit down and hopefully somebody sit down and talk to this 12-year-old girl and let her tell them why she's having this kind of behavior. I understand what I'm saying, Truth Nation. This don't sound right. The whole story don't even sound right. I'm looking in to talk to text, and 0437 says, the family got them, Tory. The cousins on Facebook saying that they are not being properly taken care of. It's something going on with this situation. We got Brian on the lines. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing good. Yeah, this is a sensitive subject. I think that little girl is probably just trying to protect her little brother from being molested wherever they had them before this bogus reporter gets out here and say all these stupid things. Right. You can't trust nobody. Ain't no 12-year-old girl gonna kidnap her. How can a 12-year-old child kidnap a child that she's related to? That's right. Not kidnap. They should have just reported 2 missing children, not trying to demonize a 12-year-old girl. We got enough of that in this city. These 2 children need proper care, and they obviously have never gotten proper care. They should, before they made the stupid reports, they should have found the parents, found a father, a mother, or somebody, and had a report from them. Not just say some strange guardian said somebody is missing or something like that before they come out with these bogus statements. And how a 12-year-old going to have a warrant? You can't put no warrant on no 12-year-old child. Okay? What cop going to let themselves be abused by a 12-year-old child? If you can't stand up to a 12-year-old child, you don't need to be a cop. So why are you going to put paperwork on somebody like that? That is so retarded. You can't be these reports of demonizing our little young kids. I understand the YN demonization, but not a little girl. Right. Okay? Not a little 4-year-old child. Go to find a parent before you make up these totally stupid assertions.
I agree, Brian. I mean, there's some this ain't resting well in my soul. I wonder how these children is being treated. It seems like she was trying to help. All right, this is my opinion. When I looked at this story, I said, why is she trying to save her little brother? What is she trying to protect her little brother from? That was my opinion. Then I started looking at there was warrant for arrest, felony warrant. What? For battery to a police officer? We got Deja on the line. How you doing, Deja?
How you doing, Tory?
Blessings, Queen.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with the last caller. Something is not adding up 100%. You mean to tell me a 12-year-old has a warrant out for her arrest? She's not even a teenager yet. Ain't no teen in her number of her age. I'm trying to understand how she abducted, quote unquote, her 4-year-old brother. And then all of a sudden, she's just basically a danger to her life or even his life all of a sudden. Now she has a warrant for her arrest. Something is not adding up. Whoever was underneath those babies' care did something to them. I would say both of them probably. And she got fed up and didn't want her brother also experiencing that and took him and left with him. And now whoever reported her is trying to get them back for whatever reason so that whatever did happen to them doesn't come out.
Right.
Because if she's old enough to take her brother, she's old enough to tell what happened.
Right.
That's all I have to say.
I agree. Hey, they saying that they was traveling. They may be traveling in a silver, light blue Hyundai Santa Fe, no license plate. So they got this girl out here sounding like she just being reckless, but The narrative don't sound right. The behavior ain't right. I've been out here all this time. Trust me, if she's doing this, if she's acting like this, and she's trying to get her brother, something going on in that house that we need to know the truth about. If anybody close to the situation can call, we can call, leave the number with my producer. I definitely want to keep tabs on this situation. We got another story in Kenosha. Once again, people acting funny in Kenosha. What I really want to do when I talk about these situations of child sexual abuse and human trafficking, because these are the stories that everybody want to avoid talking about, but it's going on. Even in the federal government with the Epstein. Y'all looking at Epstein, but y'all ain't looking down the street. Okay? Y'all more worried about Epstein than the human trafficking going on in your own neighborhood. But Kenosha human trafficking bust, local advocates say that this is going on more than what people think. We got video if you're watching this. We broadcast live. Let's listen.
According to federal officials, a human trafficking operation in Kenosha was shut down last week, with multiple arrests being made. And now local advocates against trafficking say they're not surprised. They've been warning about this problem for years.
Not a surprise at all. We know that there is, they call it the pipeline, but right up I-41 from Chicago to Milwaukee. As we understand, this is part of the pipeline, so not a surprise at all.
Sue Sippel from Women and Children's Horizon says Kenosha sits on a known trafficking corridor. The FBI's Chicago field office, which assisted in the operation, tells me they investigate various forms of human trafficking, including sex trafficking, labor trafficking, and domestic servitude. This organization regularly works with victims of these crimes.
When you notice signs like control, someone not having the freedom, suspicious working conditions, it doesn't hurt to place the call. There's manipulation, coercion. So when you see that someone doesn't have freedom, when you see that someone is being controlled, afraid, and those things, I think it's important to do what you can.
They say these situations often start subtly, but recognizing the warning signs can save lives.
Once they know that maybe there's a way out and they'll have those supports, it makes it a little easier for them to leave. So help is available. You can call our crisis line.
Women and Children's Horizons operates a 24-hour crisis hotline for anyone who needs help, and reminds the community that reporting suspicious activity can help save someone's life.
All right. Well, once again, human trafficking is in high demand. It seems like the thirst for these kids, and that's why I'm wondering why the 12-year-old girl was trying to protect her brother. I mean, usually she's seen some evil, and she just acting in a way where she's just doing what she thinks to me, this is my opinion, to break free. This is what I'm feeling from this story. But then you look over in Kenosha, and the grown folks saying it's a problem with the human trafficking. We had the pastor in Florida, the apostle, trying to meet up with the 16-year-old. Okay, this is going on every day. Are we keeping our head on a swivel? Are we dialing in? Are we really understanding what's really going on out here on these streets? I don't know. I've been out here for a long time. I've been fighting against it straight up. And I think that the awareness has to come full circle. I think the people have to make sure that their awareness is high. But a lot of people are participating in this foolishness. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more discussion. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drug driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Departments of Health Services, Transportation, and Justice.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 101.7 The Truth.
What was the life change? You know, we all know it happened, and we know things happen, and you have bad kidneys, but what was the life change afterwards?
A couple things. Before they even allow you to get on the list, they make you go through a battery of tests. And, you know, a lot of people don't qualify because they're overweight, or they have high blood pressure or high cholesterol. So all those things are requirements before you can even get approved to be on the list. So I had...
Wait, you got to be approved to be on the list?
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's interesting. There's a professional athlete or former professional athlete I know right now that has kidney disease, and he's on dialysis. And he wants to get on the list, and he's not accepting all the things you have to do, you know, to get on the list. But yeah, so for me, I spent 30 years in the automobile industry. You know, that's 12, 14-hour days, eating whatever somebody brings you to eat, whatever you run out and grab, McDonald's, whatever. It was never salads and, you know.
Yeah, but that was a choice, right?
It was a choice. Yeah. But I had to change all of that to even qualify to be on the list. I had to get down to the weight I had to be at. I had to get my phosphorus under control, my potassium under control.
Wait a minute. Even though somebody said they would give you a kidney,
absolutely,
you had to still make yourself eligible?
Absolutely.
Nah, that's okay.
When I mentioned the athlete, his relative actually died, and they wanted to take his organs, and they couldn't because he wasn't qualified. He wasn't on the list. Wow. Yeah, you have to be.
So there are over 100,000 people on that waiting list. So they are very serious.
And how many donors do we have?
And that's the problem. We don't have nearly enough donors.
Wow.
And that's why it's such a critical need. But they are serious about who they're giving that gift of life to, because there are so many people who are literally dying waiting for it.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, sponsored by FidelityWealthManagement.com. James D. White has years of experience leading businesses, including a decade-long stint as the CEO of Jamba Juice. And if there's one hill he'd die on, it would be that companies should be spending more time building a good culture. Speaking to Bloomberg, White talked about how his focus on culture helped him at Jamba Juice, and that he put it in motion as soon as he walked in the door by asking existing employees 4 simple questions.
What should the organization start doing? What should we stop doing? And what are the things that are working well that we should continue? And then the final bonus question is, what advice would you have for me as CEO? And we really leveraged that approach with really all of our stakeholder groups and used that to build a plan to turn around and transform the company.
Today, White is chairman of the board of The Honest Company and a board member at Kava. And as a person of color, he's also a big proponent of diversity as a pillar of company culture. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. Packers versus Bears rivalry is back with a crucial first matchup for the NFC North. Packers sit at 8-3-1, while the Bears sit at the top of the NFC at 9-3. Kickoff is Sunday at 3:25 for Game of the Week. The Milwaukee Bucks are in a bit of a slump, but have an opportunity to turn things around against the Detroit Pistons. Tip-off tonight at 7. The Marquette Golden Eagles win a crucial game against Valpo last night, 75-72 in overtime.
40 feet away, Brown with 5. Brown with a 30-footer. He missed it. Banks off, no good. Rebound to Marquette. It's over. Nothing matters but the score.
The Golden Eagles sit at 5-4. The UWM Panthers sit at 3-5, and Badger basketball sits at 5-3. Marquette versus Madison is this Saturday at 1 p.m. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, at 1017thetruth.com.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Joining me on the V-Mix, we got advocate author Elizabeth Brown. If you watch this, we broadcast live. You can see Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Salute, King. All is well. Happy Hump Day.
Hey, happy Hump Day. A couple things we was discussing on the show today, but I do want to zero in on a situation that I know you advocate about as well, the lead paint that they're saying that it's still a problem in 2025. The
we
paint
know that.
On the wall. They still ain't all that money that they had to
come on
remedy that. You know, SDC shut down. I think they had like a program, a weatherization program.
Absolutely.
So what's going on?
Ain't nothing getting done. Again, highway robbery. Where's Rico when you need him? The sad reality is with all the side effects that come with lead poison, with the number they were saying, the 88% of the kids have that. And we know that come with not only learning disabilities, but issues with how they acted. So again, when we go to talking about the youth and how they're out here, again, we know that it come with behavior issues. It come with, doing stuff that we consider quote unquote crazy.
Right.
Of how these children are acting. But at the same time, ain't nobody going to jail for it.
Right.
They're being charged because of how they act, and not only the comprehension, the behavior issues that comes along with the side effects of being massively lead poisoned. And we've been talking about this on your show since forever. We've been in group meetings with all of these so-called, what I call the misleadership of Milwaukee for years, decades, actually, where they having these meetings, the health department. And again, these children have been charged with the learning, with the behavior issues that they might have acted out in school or put their hands on somebody or just whatever that behavior caused them to do. They're locked up for it. But the individuals who knew and hid the statistics that was a part of the health department when this first came out, no adults was arrested due to what it is that we know now, that the massive lead poisoning of the children in the city of Milwaukee. On top of the fact that it was just a couple years ago that me and you were talking about how when my daughter was coaching for Vincent, how the parents and the teachers and the coaches was bringing in bottled water because of the lead that was coming through the pipes when Tom Barrett was the mayor. I mean, I don't know what more we can say.
North Division students protested because they didn't want to drink out the fountains because lead was coming through the fountains. But some of the teachers had a water filtration system on their fountain in the teacher's room.
That part. So again, make it make sense. Nothing's been done. The resultless leadership. And the only thing that we're seeing is, again, the people and their children are paying for the acts of our behaviors and things like that. But at the same time, it's criminal that so many children have lead poison. It's criminal that the fact that half of these houses, when you hear them tell this story about how the landlords, there's no, they're getting a slap on the wrist. They don't show up to court knowing that children have been poisoned in their house. There's no repercussions for what it is that they're doing. There's no repercussions for the health department and all the people that lied. And, again, but I can guarantee you, if we follow the trail of all the kids who was proven to be massively lead poisoned, how many of them went to juvie and how many of them are currently incarcerated in the penal system, I can guarantee you they're paying the cost for something they had no control over. But at the same time, we're in the same period of time where being mentally ill and having an episode and kicking a nurse or a doctor becomes a felony. Make it make sense.
Governor Evers. Thanks to
Make
Governor
it make
Evers.
sense.
I'll say this. We talk about these issues that largely affect the people in these communities on the north side of Milwaukee. And when you see it's crickets when it comes to the black children, but let one child in Bayview get a situation with lead poison, or when the students that go to my ear got lead poison, those parents did not. They weren't having that. But now you got statistics that's coming out that a lot of the kids on the north side of Milwaukee are walking around here lead poison, and you don't see the uproar. And these are a large amount of children. But let one child in Bayview, let a couple kids on the outskirts, and lead is involved. I didn't play news articles on this show. These people's ready to turn things over, turn tables over.
Absolutely.
Due to the lead
Absolutely.
poison.
I mean, when you think about Tory, because I was talking to my mom and she was like, Liz, you was lead poison. I was hospitalized due to the lead poison because my mother, again, was renting from, slum lords until she was able to do something better. However, the reality of it there's nothing new under the sun. We're talking about the same things. Again, no public officials were charged with the dropping of the ball because they knew. And here we are.
Wow. Here we go. Like I said, the lies that I've heard along the way is so disgusting because this is genocide. If you knowing that there's an element out here that's disrupting thought, comprehension, causing severe behavioral issues, and you're not trying to remedy it, but you know about it, and you're doing nothing, that's genocide.
And the learning disabilities, the IEPs that's in the public schools, that the water, the pipes that they drinking from the bubbler is full of lead. Don't it go hand in hand? For the special needs, and then they're quick to say that the stats on how our children are not learning, could it be due to the fact that they drinking the lead water? Don't all of that go consistently together?
And they just
the mass incarceration, the testing.
They just spent the whole summer trying to rid the schools of the lead. You know what I mean?
Let them tell
they
it.
Finally tried to, I had the company that was doing it trying to come in on the show, and we never could get the times together. But what I'm saying is, now here we go with the housing and families and children still being affected by the paint. Now, it was money given to get rid of the paint in the houses. So what I'm saying is now it seems like, okay, you're fighting one thing about the lead or trying to make progress, but the original idea of lead poisoning with the paint in 2025 is still a problem. They're saying thousands of children is having this effect. What, 1,000 children a day or something like that, or a week, or however.
The number was huge.
The number was huge. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. The number is huge. And then, like I said, if we follow the trail of all of the children that was massively lead poisoned, that had behavior issues, the IEPs that's currently in juvie or in the penal system, it all sound agenda to me, okay? Because all of it running concurrent in our neighborhood. And the sad reality of that, like you stated at North Division, the teacher get a filter and the kids still got to drink from the lead pipes.
They called me to come and join them in the march. This is how bad it was. I got video footage of this on Facebook, because I couldn't believe that this was going on. This has been going on for a long time. This was way before the truth. This was way before the truth. Back in 2017.
Absolutely. And no, again, no results. All of this money. Because the people, again, let's not forget that we tax to the max. Let's not forget that everybody getting raises right now, have got a raise, okay? Again, the only people that's given it's sad because the people suffering. Because like I said, if we follow, when they talk about test scores, when they talk about the kids, the IEPs, when they talking about the failing NPS system, when all of this is running concurrent. If the majority of those kids that's massively lead poisoned have the IEPs, have the behavior issues, it ain't stopping them from running them through the judicial system. They're still being charged due to the behavior issues. And now even mental illness, you can still get charged if you out of your mind having an episode and you kick a doctor or a nurse, God forbid. Well, and how many mental health people that we know that we've stood with families who were killed due to the fact that they had to call the police because their family members were having an episode. So you damned if you do and you damned if you don't at this point.
Well, when we come back, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today, Elizabeth Brown. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 1017 The Truth, Kyle Wallace, and I am Milwaukee. I take great pride in being a 414 boy and representing the city that I love. The great memories I have of going to Northtown Cinema to see movies with family and friends, to going to Capitol Court to see the Black Santa Claus, this city has helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I pledge to utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Tracy, going back to the process, and as it relates specifically to the partnership that Old National Bank has with Housing Resource, what does the process consist of when coming through this program?
It's a referral process. We work with clients that first-time homeowners that may not have the counseling that they need. They may not have the equity, the down payment that they need. So we refer them to our partners like HRI or Housing Resources, Inc., because we recognize that those organizations, they have the resources, they have the tutorial documentation and all of those things that are necessary for first-time homeowners that don't know the process, may not know the system, may not know what's required for home ownership. So working with Housing Resources Inc. and other partnerships that we have like through WIDA has been very, very advantageous, not only for us, but also the organizations, but also for the community.
You make time for everyone else. Family, work, everything in between. Now it's time to take care of you. If you're 45 to 64 and don't have insurance or your plan doesn't cover screenings, you may qualify for free mammograms and Pap tests through the City of Milwaukee Health Department's Breast and Cervical Cancer Awareness Program. Call 414-286-2133 to see if you're eligible. Real self-care starts with your health, and early detection saves lives. Funded by Wisconsin Well Woman. Learn more at milwaukee.gov/wellwoman.
Every child deserves a school that sees their brilliance. At Milwaukee College Prep, they believe in high expectations, strong character, and academic excellence starting as early as age of 3. MCP scholars continue to outperform their peers across Milwaukee. And the best part about it all, Milwaukee College Prep is tuition free. If you're looking for a school that partners with you, challenges your child, and prepares them for college and beyond, Milwaukee College Prep is the place. Visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com to learn more. That's MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
For general contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Love. Don't drink the water, man. It's letting that water. It's letting that water, man. Don't drink that water. Don't drink the water, man. It's letting that water. Don't drink that water, man. Don't drink that water. It's letting that water. It's letting that water, man.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Elizabeth Brown. There's a lot going on. I wanted to ask you the question of the day too, as well.
Okay.
Was the crack epidemic properly addressed?
Hell no. Absolutely not.
Damn.
Absolutely not. On purpose. No, it was
Hey,
not.
It seems like I when I was out, I be dealing with a lot of different issues, and it just seems like the behavior sometimes reminds me of when I was a kid. And I seen people, that was on crack running through the neighborhood and doing things random. But hey, it could be the lead poison too. I don't know. I mean,
It's all of it. It's a
could be a
conglomerate.
combination, yeah.
It is. Again, crack babies had babies on top of the lead poison. And again, I was lead poison too. I got a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you think about all of the things that are put up on our community, it's all mirrored together, and these people know this. Again, this is why the penal system is continuing to thrive, again, because it's modern day slavery still, okay, that's taking place, and all of these barriers that's been put in the way. We know for facts that the crack epidemic wasn't dealt with. When we're talking about the opioid epidemic that has taken place, it's right now. I mean, Tory, I remember times where, because I was going to be an AODA counselor, and all of these programs, when the money came out, they didn't help people that was on crack. They got turned away. Okay, it was the individuals who was strung out on the pharmaceutical drugs.
Right.
Okay, who again, it didn't match our community.
Yeah.
Crackheads and crack dealers went to
fentanyl,
prison.
Yeah, I mean,
Come
it was
on.
affecting everybody at that point.
Come on. We still got individuals that's locked up from the crack era. 94 crime bill.
And they didn't want to talk about that.
Come on.
Hey, and his son ended up being a crackhead.
That part. Hey, matter of fact, if I recall, they found crack in the White House.
Right.
And nobody went to jail. He was on camera smoking crack and weighing it out.
Weighing it out, yeah, fact.
Hey, come on.
Hey, I guess, when it comes to people in our neighborhood, it's
they don't give a damn about us.
Yeah, facts. That's wild, though.
Mike said it best.
Place. It was
Absolutely.
wild that all that took place. But the thing is, and I always say this, I say when we start coming to the conclusion that we cannot look outside ourselves to bring the results that we're looking for, it's going to continue. We're going to continue to scratch our heads trying to figure out why this ain't happening and why that is happening. The true reason why it's happening because we allowing it to happen.
Period.
Through our behavior.
And point blank. That part. Absolutely. Nothing continues to happen unless you're welcoming to it. And the reality of it is we've been searching for so long outside of ourselves to believe that the same people who benefit is going to give us the cure to what's wrong with us. No, they're causing it. Okay? It's on purpose because everybody is eating good, living good, except for us. You understand? And at some point, we have to really recognize what's taking place. Only in the Black community do they talk about single mothers and deadbeat fathers, which is the biggest lie that they put out there. But the reality of it is the Black face get put on everything that's bad. Teenage pregnancy, drug addiction. I mean, you name it, right. Education, everything, the food stamp queens or whatever. They always put the Black notation on it. And we fall for it hook, line, and sinker every time,
Hey, all you got to do is do a little research. Look at the DEI situation.
Come on,
that
fam.
was white women.
The food stamps too.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we always think that when they say something, it means us. When you do a little research, you'll find out that's
it's a
not
lie.
the case.
It's a lie like everything else.
You can't be botted out all the time. Sometimes you got to come out and get involved and roll your sleeves up and get outside and participate in your own situations. It's going to come to that. If we're going to beat what we're seeing, it's going to come to the point where we got to be able to be highly active and see where the cracks at and how we're allowing some of these ideas to creep in our community and erase what they say, fix the potholes.
Come on. The minimum. Right. Again, I recall the street lights being out because they couldn't afford their energy bill. Okay. But again, my property tax ain't went down. The sales tax ain't went nowhere. Again, we tax to the max and these people ain't done nothing. One thing for sure and two for certain, our energy is the currency. They got us throwing this money with no results. And again, all of these title drunk individuals who are in these high spaces and places that have zero results. And those of us who really out here doing the work don't have the money to match what it is, the results that we have.
The unlimited
so
tax
again, we have to make it make sense.
They got unlimited funding. They got the tax dollars.
Come on. Hey. Can't stop, won't stop.
They won't give us the money to use for our benefit.
Hey, more money, more money, more money. And ain't nothing changing.
I might have to switch up my career choices.
Hey,
but also
all I say, switch. We just gotta switch up how we think and how we move, because again, these people are they're failing. They've been failing, and it's time for us to move them around.
Well, I got this. I wanted to get your opinion on this. The critically missing 4-year-old and his sister. That situation.
King, it's pivotal that we're heavily not only in prayer but in action. We're being preyed on from every turn. It's extra scary because again, like I said, I consider our community the house with no doors being violated not only by individuals inside the house, but everybody around the house, and people outside the community can come here, do what they want to do, and there is no repercussions for their actions. Prayers is going up. I mean, at some point, King.
I think when it came to that story, a lot of people was wondering, because they said that the 12-year-old sister took her 4-year-old brother, and she had a warrant for her arrest for an incident that happened with a felony warrant for arrest. This is what was in the news article on Fox 6, that she had a felony warrant for her arrest for battery to a police officer. They were looking for the 4-year-old, and the 12-year-old sister had the boy, and they may be traveling in a Hyundai Santa Fe with no license plates.
With who? Who driving?
That's what I'm saying. Like, and
who driving? And when you're talking about, you're telling me that you didn't charge a 12-year-old with battering the police who got guns, billy clubs, and tasers. Like, come on, man. Come on. Tory, I work with the Youth and Family Services. 7-year-olds being charged with sexual crimes. Like, come on. A damn shame.
Hey, I think she was trying to protect her brother.
Come on.
If that was the case. I
who she with?
Hey.
So she driving the Honda?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that story did not make any sense, and they let that story loose. Once again, if anybody know the family or anybody that's around that situation, call 833-212-1017 and give me a number to contact. I want to look through this situation. It's tough to go through CPS if they involved, because they'll keep the names and the situation private. So I need a family member or somebody close to the situation to reach out to me so I can get the information on what's going on. So I appreciate,
because it's tricky.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Elizabeth Brown, for being on these front lines as usual. And we got a lot
of
work
always,
to do.
King. Hey, I'm here for it. Let's get it.
All right,
one love.
And God bless
Salute.
you. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining the show today. Another powerful conversation. Salute to everybody in the chat. I see y'all in the chat. What was the poll? Was the crack epidemic properly addressed? No, at 90%, it was not. We still dealing with the side effects. Hey, look, that's why you got to keep your head on a swivel. Look both ways before you cross the streets. And green don't always mean gold. Look, I love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Come in with straight truth.
If you